Can I help you at all?
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Sure?
Yep.
You waiting for anybody?
I ain't, no.
You're not?
No.
What's the reason that you're recording?
I'm not going to answer any questions now.
Sorry? I can't hear you.
I'm not going to answer any more questions. I don't need your service.
Okay, I'm just wondering why you're actually standing outside.
Thanks for coming out and talking to me. I do appreciate it, but I don't need your service.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
You alright, mate?
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, how's it going?
Alright.
You auditing, are you?
I might be or I might not, to be honest with you. I don't really wish to engage.
You don't wish to engage?
No.
Okay, all I'm going to ask then, we've got some personal vehicles here.
Yeah.
Kindly don't film the personal vehicles, alright?
I'm going to film anything I can see from a public area.
Okay, the reason I say that though, is that's more of a courtesy thing.
No, I appreciate it, but I've got to get something in the video, so...
Well, maybe aim for the marked police cars then, because like I said, personal cars not really cool if they don't want
Normal
to
cars, police cars, anywhere that comes out of the police grounds, I'm going to record.
The first officers step out and make their intentions clear right away. They don't point to any specific offense. Their opening question, "Are you auditing?" says it all. Their concern isn't the law or public safety. They just want to label FB, put him in a box, and make it easier to dismiss him. FB responds that he may or may not be auditing and that he doesn't wish to engage. And that's exactly the correct response. He owes them nothing, and the law doesn't require any explanation. When that approach fails, the officer shifts tactics. He warns FB not to film private vehicles and then tries to guilt him into compliance, saying it's a courtesy thing. But that's not law. It's emotional leverage. By portraying lawful filming as somehow discourteous, the officer is attempting to shame FB into stopping because he has no legal authority to demand it.
Purpose of what you're recording?
For my own purpose.
For your own purpose?
Yeah.
And can I ask for any ID?
No, you can't. You can ask, obviously, but...
Stay off the road, because I don't want you to get run over by accident.
I don't need, I know you're only looking out for me, but I've been walking up and down for God knows how many years. I can look after myself.
You've done this before, have you?
I might have.
Yeah?
I might have.
Right.
Have a good day, lads. Thank you.
Okay. Good day.
Thank you. You're dismissed, lads. Why not?
Do not film me. I'm not giving you my permission.
I don't need your permission.
Please.
You touch me,
Please put
you'll
the
be in
phone
trouble,
down.
okay? I do not
Asking
consent to any
nicely.
touch. I politely refuse.
Please put the phone
Listen,
down.
I
politely ask you to
don't know who you are. Could you step back, please, and leave me alone?
No.
No. Well, if you touch me, I do not consent to touch, and you will be arrested, okay? So,
Really?
yeah. What are you laughing at? I'm laughing at you. You're a fool, not me.
You're balaclava.
Yeah, so what? Let me just get up and stand back away from you. Yeah.
As soon as the off-duty officer stepped out, their misunderstanding of the law became clear. Demanding that FB stop filming because they hadn't given permission is completely baseless. No one needs permission to record in public. The right to film from public spaces is absolute. When one of them said, "You're intimidating people," that claim collapses immediately. Public Order Act offenses require threatening, abusive, or disorderly behavior. Quietly filming from a pavement meets none of these criteria. Harassment requires repeated behavior, not a single recording. And wearing a balaclava is lawful. Clothing alone cannot justify suspicion. Officers must rely on objective facts, not their feelings. The most telling detail is the sequence of events. They approached FB from the station and then claimed to feel intimidated. You cannot manufacture a confrontation and then use your own discomfort as justification.
Who's not writing their head here?
Here, Mia.
I don't think
Your
so.
mate here. He's not right in here for calling members of the public fools. Are you an officer, are you? Are you? Shit, man. Are you an officer? Go on. You touch me, and I'll lay you straight up the floor.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Threatening us now,
Yeah.
are you?
Go on. I said, you touch me. I said, you'll be in trouble. Go on, I've got everything on camera. He just got all aggressive. You can see it in his face and he wants to do something. Do something. Go on, do it. Do it. You must think I'm scared of you.
I'm not.
I'm not scared of you. Don't worry about that. I'm here minding my business. And you know it's an offence to lie to the police. You know that, don't you? An arrestable offence. We've got a very aggressive gentleman here. I'm standing here minding my own business and they approach me. Yeah. Calling me a fool. If anybody's the fool, it's him.
This is the point where the off-duty officers completely lose professionalism. When FB calls out one of them for calling him a fool, the officer reacts by charging forward with a clenched fist, body language that is clearly threatening. This isn't restraint. It's aggression, showing that he came to intimidate rather than to reason. When FB calmly stands his ground and says he will defend himself if attacked, the officers immediately try to spin it as a threat from him. That's entirely unfair. The only person escalating the situation was the officer attempting to confront FB physically. Ted is right to self-defense. They flip the narrative to protect themselves. It's manipulation in plain sight. Create the danger, then blame the target for reacting.
You want to hit me and you want to do something because you're very, very angry, I encourage you, you do it. And I'll hold you accountable. This is going to be a Karen and Ken video, this is. Excuse me, lads, could you tell me if this gentleman's an officer, please? All right, cocky boy.
Sorry?
All right, cocky boy. What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? Go and do your thing. Go and do your thing, you're dismissed. See you later. Aye? He got an attitude, hasn't he? What's the matter with him? Oh, we've got flashing blues here. Yeah, go on. Everything's on camera, so what you do? No, not at all.
When more officers arrived, FB asked the obvious question, are these two even officers? The response he got was dismissive. Find out yourself. That's not transparency, it's stonewalling. Anyone facing action deserves clarity on who is involved. Instead, FB was left without answers. Moments later, without properly questioning him or assessing the situation, they moved straight to arrest. During the arrest, FB was rugby-tackled to the ground with full force. He wasn't resisting or moving away, so the response was neither measured nor proportionate. It was pure overreaction. Procedures were ignored, assessments skipped, and violence was used from the very start, highlighting how badly the encounter was handled. Despite being the one tackled, FB ended up in court facing charges of resisting arrest and assaulting an officer. This is how easily narratives can be flipped. Those using force get to write the report, and suddenly the victim becomes the accused. Resisting arrest doesn't hold when someone isn't fleeing or fighting. Yet that was the charge against him. The assault allegation was even weaker, as FB's footage clearly shows he wasn't the aggressor. But once officers put their version on paper, it becomes their story versus his, something almost impossible to challenge in court, especially for less experienced auditors. FB himself admits he was inexperienced at the time. That matters because reacting instead of pressing legal rights allowed the officers to twist the situation. If every demand for grounds, necessity, and procedure had been made clearly on camera, they would have had less room to invent a story. This isn't criticism of FB. It's a reflection of how stacked the deck is. The less you know, the easier it is for officers to portray you as the villain. This encounter also exposed how fragile policing becomes when officers let personal feelings outweigh the law. FB wasn't stopped for committing a crime. He was stopped because officers didn't like being filmed. Everything that followed was about protecting their comfort, not public interest. The off-duty officers are a clear example of this. They crossed the road to provoke a confrontation, lost their composure, and resorted to name-calling, clenched fists, and aggression. Once FB stood his ground, they flipped the narrative, portraying themselves as the victims, a calculated form of role reversal. Uniformed officers had a chance to reset the situation and act as neutral fact-finders. Instead, they stonewalled FB's questions and rushed to arrest him without assessment. Tackling him while he was already under arrest wasn't restraint. It was punishment dressed as procedure. The court outcome reveals the system's bias. FB ended up fined, even though his footage clearly showed he wasn't the aggressor. The officers who provoked, lied, and escalated escaped accountability. This illustrates how power works when the system favors those enforcing it. Create a paper trail, flip the story, and let the courtroom carry the weight of the lie. The key lesson here is the importance of knowledge and composure. FB admits he was still learning, which made it easier for officers to manipulate events. Being aware of your legal rights, demanding clear grounds, necessity, and proper procedure on camera makes it harder for authorities to bend reality. In the end, a man peacefully filming was fined, while officers who escalated and lied walked away untouched. This isn't just a single bad arrest. It's a glimpse into a system where misconduct is rewarded, not punished. The camera didn't capture FB breaking the law. It captured officers breaking trust and a system protecting them at the expense of justice. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue independent coverage. Also, check out Filming Britain. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.